Hello guys from Whitby in North Yorkshire, where this afternoon I'm taking a bus service all the way down the coast to Scarborough. It's the X93 or the X94 depending on which one's going next really. So yeah, hoping to get some great views. It's not a bad day for it. So come with me, we'll get on the bus and I will see you in a bit. The X94 or the X93 services are prominently advertised at Whitby bus station as the best way to see the Yorkshire coast. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure there's much difference between the two services, to be honest. They both seem to originate from Middlesbrough, though not all the time. And the only other difference seems to be that the X94 calls at Alpermere Water Park and the X93 calls at Scalby and Scarborough Hospital. Anyway, here it comes, and this one is an X94 service, LJ55BPZ, a Volvo B7TL Alexander ALX 400 and operated by Arriva North East. The driver had been having issues with the ticket machine prior to arriving, and it did take some time to spark into life. But it eventually took my card, and again I paid the princely sum of £2 adult single to make this journey, timetabled at just over an hour for the 20 miles or so between Whitby and Scarborough. I paused at the bottom of the stairs for a moment, where you can see we have a fairly standard 2-2 seating configuration with space for wheelchair users near the front of the vehicle. I made sure I was first on so that I could climb the narrow stairs and get the front seat for uninterrupted views of the journey. I was joined by a few other tourists. They spent most of the journey nattering, and I spent most of the journey trying to figure out where they were from. I went and had a quick walk to the rear of the top deck, where you can see the seating was again laid out in the expected 2-2 configuration. No fancy tables or anything like that for this trip. Just humour me, man. Not my ways and means. Let's go. Doing things. You wait till I get my bus pass. Only 4 years away. In a bit. I'm going to borrow my mum's. Do I look like your mum? We left Whitby bus station eventually and proceeded south through the town. The seat, well, I thought it looked quite smart with the headrest here displaying the Max logo. We'll come on to that in a bit. And the two-tone blue colouring was tasteful. The back was quite hard though, but fortunately the lower area had better padding. The legroom was okay here, though my feet were pushed up against the front, which wasn't ideal. Okay though if you've got both seats to yourself. And we soon crossed the railway line out of Whitby and the River Esk, with fine views back to Whitby Harbour and Abbey, even on a grey day like this. Next up was the old Hawksor railway station on the disused Whitby to Scarborough railway line. Closed to passengers in 1965, it still retains a couple of carriages, presumably turned into self-catering accommodation now. So from here we head down into Robin Hood's Bay. Enjoy the views with me, and I'll speak to you again in a bit. I tried out the Wi-Fi, more in hope than anything else to be honest, and yeah, it was surprisingly good. I loaded up YouTube easily, and I was able to watch some of my favourite content. Aberdeen to Dundee on the bus, great stuff. Right, so we were heading over what I guess is best described as the easternmost extremities of the North Yorkshire moors here. Now, the windows on the top deck can be opened as such, and yeah, that would be a blessing in hot weather, I'm sure. Now here's that Max logo again, and yeah, after doing a little bit of research on the internet, I can tell you that it's Arriva's branding for its higher spec vehicles, offering free onboard Wi-Fi, as you've just seen, high-backed e-leather seats, so the logo on the headrest makes sense, and get this right, enhanced customer service training for the drivers. Well, I'm not sure our driver needed it, to be fair. He was perfectly nice. And there again, maybe that's only because of the Arriva Max training. Yeah. Well, anyway, we were just coming into Scarborough now, passing an 843 Coastliner service coming the other way. And yeah, check out my video on the 840 Coastliner service, if you haven't already, by the way. Now, that's an excellent journey and bus. We then pass the North Bay Railway on our left, and we catch our first glimpse of the Scarborough Sea as we reach the roundabout here. Like Whitby, I'd never been to Scarborough before either, and what a nice way to reach the town on board a perfectly good double-decker service that was clean, efficient, certainly cheap at the moment, and providing some great views of both the coast and the moors on the way. We cruised through the town centre, heading for the railway station, which would be our final stop. And Scarborough Railway Station, by the way, is the terminus for the Yorkshire coastline, and is a Grade 2 listed building. Opened in 1845, it is said to have the longest station seat in the world, would you believe? 456 feet long, which will save you looking up on Wikipedia. Is it? Yep.
Oh mate, you have a nice sleep. Oh cheers, thank you. You have a nice sleep.
What was snowing?
Yeah, a little bit. A bit loud, boy. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. After disembarking, I looked back at the distinctive livery as the bus went on its way back down the road. I thought about the last hour or so, and I just took a minute or two to sum up the journey. Right guys, Scarborough, yeah, just got in. Took about an hour that did down from Whitby. Not a bad bus, but yeah, it was a fairly standard kind of thing, wasn't it? There wasn't any USB connectivity or anything like that, but the Wi-Fi was really good. So I was just outside Scarborough Railway Station now. I've never been to Scarborough before, so I'll have a little look at that. And I'm going to check into my hotel. So thank you very much for watching. Please join me on another adventure soon. And as always guys, cheers for now.